Hello there, I'm sure you have some scrap fabric knocking around your sewing room. I'm going to show you how to make these scrap fabric earrings. So the first pair I have in my ears, as you can see, and I'll just give you a bit of a close-up so you can see how they look closer in my ears. So they're not too big and they're not too small. I think they're just a perfect size. So let's have a look at the second pair. This is the second pair of scrap fabric earrings. I will show you another close-up. These also aren't too big and they're not too small, and you can just about see them. This pair is made out of my scrap fabric from Liberty. So let's get started on how to make them. I make tons of YouTube tutorials. I have over 500, so please consider subscribing if you like this video. My videos are always on sewing tutorials and quilting tutorials. Any of the products that I recommend, I have not been paid or sponsored by any of the stores that I say or the products that I show on this video. So you will need, for the second earrings, this particular glue, and also these, which is a button making kit. And it generally comes in a kit, and I used a smaller version of the buttons because the big ones would look too big in your ears. I also used a scrap piece of fabric, obviously, and I cut this using my Cricut. You can cut it freehand, and it's almost twice the size of the button itself. And I also used one of these. It is for making stud earrings, and it fits just nicely inside of that circle. You can find these obviously on Amazon and at Michael's. For the other earring, I have used this. I also cut this using my Cricut. You can also cut this freehand. This flower pattern is just under 2 inches. I also used one of these bead caps. I am lucky enough to live around the corner from a bead store. You can pick them up probably off Amazon also, and at Michael's. I also used a small bead and a flat-headed pin that you use for making earrings with. Some tools that I use are these clamps that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I have some baby pliers that I got from the dollar store, and also a pair of pliers. I'm going to start with this earring first. Take your flat-headed pin and you're going to put that bead on it first. The bead helps you with aligning the center of the fabric, and when you push it down, I'll show you. I'm just going to pierce the center with the pin, and you can push this down, and it then helps the fabric to wrap around the bead. So I don't use any glue in this particular one. And then what I do then is get the bead cap here, and I will push that down over the fabric, and it shapes itself. You don't need to do anything. Then I am going to get the wire turning tool. First, I'll probably need to clip off some of this excess because we don't need this. And that little bead underneath just helps you to push everything all up without it going past the hole. And you're just going to cut off some of this wire here. You don't want to cut it too short because you want to bend this wire around in a circle so you can hang the next part on. So there you go. And then you're going to twist this around. And then you're going to So you can put one of them rings on. It's one of the things I forgot to say that you're going to need. I'll show you in a second. There you go. You're going to get one of these circular things and you just pull it apart so you can open it up. I can't even get that on camera. And then you're going to put that onto the end, like so. And you're also going to need one of these. I'm not quite sure what these are called. Maybe somebody can comment down below what they are called. And you're going to put that onto your scrap fabric earring. And then you're going to get the other pliers again. So you can close that up. And there you have your first earring. This is what these particular earrings look like on. I don't think they look too big at all. Now for the next scrap fabric earring, we're going to take the circular shape, and that circular shape is nearly twice the size of the button making kit. So basically you're going to place your fabric into here, and then you're going to take this part of the button making kit and put it down. And don't forget that your fabric needs to be right sides facing down, and you're going to kind of like tuck all this fabric in. Then you get the other side of your button making kit, this, and you're going to place it down. Then once everything is in place, you are going to take this part here and you're going to push it down, and it clicks into place and it secures that fabric inside of the button making kit. Now if all your fabric hasn't been squashed down, don't worry, because the next part, this, is going to push the rest of it down. We're going to put some glue in here and we are going to attach this part down. With the clamps, you're just going to secure everything down, and you're probably going to need to keep this like this for about an hour. It's going to take a while to dry. And this is what the other pair look like. So they aren't like really big circles in your ears. They look really cute. Thank you for watching this tutorial on how to make earrings from scrap fabric.